Welcome to a new episode of Talking Area 51. I am your host, 51 Spade, and welcome back, man. Hey, you new to the channel, man, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will sincerely appreciate it. Help me build the community. And man, let's get into some new music. Now, I know over the last couple of weeks, music ain't really been pumping like that. Sometimes you have a little dry spell, but I have some stuff that I think y'all should check out. And the very first one, man, we're going to go ahead and get in the bat. And this one right here, man, if you're going to listen to anything, mark my words on this. If you don't know who this is, his name is Marcus Clay. And the name of this project is called Ill Mind. But listen. This is a slept-on artist, man. Lyrically, phenomenal. Wordplay, everything. This guy has a real good package. If you haven't heard of him, I definitely suggest you go check him out. He's been out a minute, and I've been rocking with him actually since the Mecca, which was in 2022. But this Untitled project, man, this album is phenomenal. Definitely wordplay the whole nine. He starts off the track with a song called Who Am I? And his wordplay, man, I must say is, I mean, he's like, it's hard to describe. He is from Houston, but the wordplay that you're going to hear from him, you can tell he studied the game from East Coast to West Coast to Midwest to down South to everything. He has a real strong, raspy voice, which I do like that from my rappers. Features, he only has one feature, which is Puku. Excuse me if I'm butchering the words, but I mean, this album is collectively put together. I ain't tripping. It's that's the second track on this album. Hey, the wordplay on this, the way the beat is on this down south beat, really grimy, gritty. I definitely like that. He is structured well. I will say that I think he can probably rap about anything. On God's Work Out, it was just him just saying how much he is connected religiously and just painting that whole picture, not being scared to kind of show like where he is in life and what he believes in, stuff like that. And I think that's needed nowadays, especially with a lot of people now that feel like they have to put on this persona. And I feel like he was just being himself. Work Me Slowly was a good jam to break this up. And you can tell this was crafted as a album. Just to kind of get his foot back into the game, because he was signed to Def Jam, and as of lately, you know, because of Leor and I think some of the top execs have left, and now we have other execs over there that don't know what they doing. I mean, check it out. I mean, they let the clips go, so you know they definitely don't know what they doing. Loud Money. I like Loud Money, man. Loud Money is a Chance song. He let his money talk for him. This was definitely a good song that I definitely like. Time. Oh man, the rendition of Pac's Crazy is that I just love the way that he did it. It's short of phenomenal. I'm telling y'all, go check out this album. Give it a good sit down listen. Give it a good sit down listen. It's all right. Another banger. Contradiction, No Game. And if this was even kind of set up like a movie, I must say, because he even had intros and outro with the same theme that was in between. So like I said, you can tell that this was actually crafted. He's getting that je ne sais pas, like it was just phenomenal, man. I must even say, like, y'all go check this out, man. Marcus Clay, Ill Mind, you will not be disappointed. He was definitely this was definitely a project I was shocked about, but I was jamming this for a couple of days because every time I listened to it, I heard something new. Every time I listened to it, I heard something new. Punchlines, the way he said things that I might have missed. Like, hands down, round of applause for me. Definitely for 2026. This was definitely in heavy rotation. And if you give it a listen, I think it'll be in heavy rotation. So let's move on to the next. Next up, we have Starlito and Bandplay. Now, this was interesting, man. I am a fan of Starlito, and when I first saw the name of this, not the country you know, And I know we're in that era of where rappers have been doing like country albums. So I wasn't necessarily sure was I about to get a country album from Starlito. Now, and I kind of went into kind of nervous, but I was like, you know what? Let me see how he did. Now, obviously, Bandplay is actually the producer. So, and I will say that there was a mixture of rap and country, but it's not on that many songs. It's like probably like two at most. But I tell you, the interesting thing about this whole thing is he actually have two albums. He have one that's called Not the Country You Know, Unhappy Hour, and he has one called Not the Country You Know, Last Call. So let's go over Unhappy Hour. Like I said, he has two country songs on there. He has two country songs on both ones. The actual features on there is Bryant Taylor. And like I said, the way that he opens up the intro, which is Not the Country That You Know, he is giving that feel. But it's not like country right there. It's not until, I believe, the third song, Coming Right. And based on the hook, and you have the country singing. But the rest of it, man, is just Starlito. Starlito being Starlito. Him basically rapping, telling stories, him being him. And I again, because I am a fan of Don Tripp and Starlito, I was actually impressed with this album. Another feature on there, Extreme. He had Young Buck on here, and if y'all been, you know anything about Starlito, man, him and Young Buck had like a little beef where they actually had a physical altercation. So I was actually not shocked because, as people get older, they reconcile and put their differences to the side, and one person is a bigger man. And I don't know who did what first, but hands down, good to hear Buck on the track because he haven't been doing anything. And I heard that he has an album that he's working on that's coming out. He have 6th Street and Little Mac. But all together, man, this project right here, it was a collective unit with him and Bandplay. Basically carrying majority of the production. He did a Nasty Play was another song on here that I was like that I liked. Is It Cool with Young Buck? I definitely liked that song. And then, like I said, it was a good collection. And then moving over to Last Call, the features on this one was Jackson Nance. And like I said, he had two songs on here that had the country singing on it. And then from there, man, right after that, it's richly, basically hip-hop, Bandplay on the beat. The beats was banging. I definitely enjoyed it. On this side, not as many features, more singing. So like I said, Jackson Nance and Josh Marindon. And then Ski. But for the most part, he held the project down. It was definitely something. Of course, when you look at the cover, he's in the cowboy outfit and stuff like that. But it's a real solid project. I definitely really wasn't mad at it. Y'all go check it out. You will not be disappointed with it. And like I said, and you have two albums to rock with. So I covered like both of them because they bothly are heavy with Starlito. But I wasn't mad at neither one of them. They was in rotation. I definitely like what I hear. And Starlito was staying true to himself. And I'm not really mad at that. So let's move on to the next one. Next up, we have 6WA. Now this one I was really I didn't even know this was coming. I do like BigXthePlug, and then when I saw that he had a group that was coming out that has Rosama, Young Hood, and Murder Gang PB, and collectively they were doing like a rendition of the NWA with them being called 6WA, the Sixers. But I must say, the starting track, the way it come on with the Easy-E, I was like, I'm for it. I am with it. And they was actually getting co-signed by the DOC, and they had DOC on the album. And DOC is from Dallas with him and his crew being from Dallas, especially BigXthePlug representing it. I mean, this thing was going hard. Some of the features on here was surprisingly enough, they have a video for this, which I wish they would have put Snoop Dogg on the video, or found a way to kind of intertwine the two. I'm quite sure Snoop was kind of busy, but they got one called Sixers Parties, and it featuring Snoop Dogg, and this was an homage throwback to even when he started the song off 1, 2, 3 into the 4, like the way it even came on, and the guy that's on there singing actually sounds like Nate Dogg. So so you get that kind of feel. So it was actually good. A lot of the songs on here, like I said, another rendition which was dope, man, from the NWA era. Him, and again, there was. I think that was the only feature that was on there, mainly because it's like I said, it's a group project. But this was a real solid project. I won't even lie to you about that. If you've been rocking with BigXthePlug, he did bring this group. It's for 600 Entertainment. Wasn't mad at it at all. It's real gangsters, real laid back, got that gangster lean with it. Definitely Dirty South, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a fan of the Dirty South and you're a fan of them, check out his group, man, because his group was holding it down. And I thought for an introduction to his whole group, I wasn't really even mad at that. So, y'all check that out. Like I said, it's a rendition of NWA, 6WA, 600 Entertainment. And wasn't mad at it, man. Y'all go check it out. And let's move on to the next one. Next up, man, we got my boy, Juvenile. Now, Juvenile's Boiling Point. This album was supposed to come out in December. Then it was supposed to come out in January. And now it's finally here. You know what I'm saying? So we finally got it, Boiling Point, because I thought he was actually going to release it after the verses, because obviously he had some steam. They had some momentum going on. But, hey, it is what it is, and it's finally here. 20 songs, man. You got 20 songs on this thing. Birdman opens it up. And then from there, we roll into the song Lenny Kravitz, giving me that old feel back to the Hot Boys with Manny Fresh. You can tell Manny Fresh was on the track. And on top of that, you can tell off rip it's a Manny track, a Manny Fresh beat. And one thing I will give Juvenile is, man, Juvenile spitting on this thing. You cannot take that away from him. Juvie has not lost it, man. Juvie still has bars. He still know how to put the shit together. He still knows how to go. He still know how to flow. He's still roguish. He's still Juvenile. So I ain't even really mad at that. He had this song called Drop the Location and You Mad. Given kind of like that throwback feel to Hum, but it was actually done by Swiss Beats. He had the song Pay Me Back. Pay Me Back in Coochie. Hey, you already know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Juvenile being Juvie, old school Juvie, getting nasty with it. It's all 9. And then we bringing it in with him and Birdman and BG with Juvie Beverly. Then we had Hot Boy Summer. I wasn't really too fond of this particular song. It's a good little laid back throwback song with the old school beat. Jacquees singing on the hook. Him and BG definitely did their thing, this and that. Like I said, it was a song that was okay. And then and BG was on this thing with him a lot. More than I thought he was actually gonna be. So you could tell, like, BG was definitely around. They had the reunion with BG and Birdman again. One of the songs that really did impress me was Hottest of the Hot with his son, Young Juvie. That song slapping. I ain't even gonna hold you. That song was definitely slapping. You had the BBB song with Genesis the God. Now the crazy thing about this is I heard this song. I think he previewed it on his Instagram or something like that, and then he came back and did a remix with Megan Thee Stallion. So I guess they took Genesis the God off, and then Megan is obviously she's the bigger artist, so he can push that as a single. I'm quite sure a video was coming with that, the whole 9. So, definitely not mad at that. And then you had the DJ Khaled for Wego. You had One More Round. And you had He Gone. And one thing I will say is I was actually impressed by this song. And again, this is another one where Manny Fresh definitely did this beat. But you had D1 on here. And, and everybody at this point in time, you've seen D1 on the algorithm talking about things that need to be stopped. And I know he just had people upset because he had a hand in the strip club Super Bowl thing getting shut down, so people upset with him. But it was shocking to hear him actually rapping on this particular type of song, He Gone. I was kind of like thrown off by it, but you know, he did his thing on the thing. Timberland is on here, so it's a well-rounded project, man. Juvenile, Boiling Point. Listen, the old school heads are doing their thing. They popping up, they still rapping, they doing their thing. Not even really mad at it. Boiling Point. I had been waiting for this for a minute, so I definitely was gonna check it out. And it was just like one of those things, man, that I definitely was feeling. So y'all go check that out. And, you know, hey, it is what it is, man. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. Y'all new to the channel, man. Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I really sincerely appreciate it, man. I just wanted to give y'all some of the albums that I've been rocking. Keep y'all abreast on what's going on, man. And like I said, y'all new to the channel, man. Help me, man. Press that like, man. Hype it up for you, boy. So this 51 Spade, man. I'm signing up out of this thing. And until next time. Peace.